Hello everybody, and welcome to the 100th episode spectacular of Kev Plays. That's right, it has been 100 episodes in total. Ever since I started in late 2019 with Crash Bandicoot, going through the pandemic with The Last of Us, and a variety of games. And we're back. It's 100 episodes. I thought I'll save it for later on in the show, but I have a cool, I guess idea going forward. Nothing crazy, but like just something I want to speak to. And I guess I guess I'll just say it is that every episode from going forward, I'm going to delve into my game of the year, my PlayStation game of the year since 1995. Because that's really when I started. So from 1995 to 2021, I will talk about the games, my game of the year, and games that were kind of also in that year that I actually own. So it's basically, if I have it in my collection, then it will count in this cavalcade of, celebratory nomination. I don't even know what I'm saying. But let's stop staring at these people. I actually forgot to go this way last time. I have not completed the homeworld for all the gems, so I didn't go this way the last time. Because I got kind of distracted with the dragon down here, who the cinematography wasn't correct. Because the PS1's camera work was actually better when they present that dragon. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, welcome back to Kev Plays, and it's the 100th episode, everyone. Welcome to Kev Plays. I'm trying to think of this song I sang in the 50th episode. Oh yeah, it was like, hello everybody, and welcome to the 100th episode of Kev Plays. We're gonna Kev Play. She's gonna Kev Play. He's gonna Kev Play. I'm not really singing it right. I don't know. Got these jokers here. First, let's get this. At first, my original idea was I would do the whole episode. I would just go into every year of my game of the year, but I think that would just take away from what I don't want to overwhelm the stream with that topic when I also want to react to Spyro as well. So, oh god, oh, screwed that up. Oh, are you kidding me? Yes, so after I finished up this homeworld, I think I already did like two. I think I did a flight level, and by the way, what I like is that if you've already reached the magic cannon, then they will they'll keep these guys small here that guard the staircase. It's a nice little sense of relief from Insomniac, acknowledging that I've already made it that way and figured out what I was supposed to do. There we are. I think this should be the last of it, unless I have to go to the next island. Right over here. Oh no! Oh no! What is going on? Oh man, alright. I keep stirring it up. I'm too I'm too hyper right now, I think. But yeah, I've been playing... What have I been playing? I haven't really been playing too much. Yesterday I was playing a little bit of Tony Hawk 1+2 because I was listening to a podcast, and it's just a nice game to listen to a podcast to. Any excuse to play Tony Hawk is always good. Even if you already completed everything. Oh my god. I need my hover ability. Oh, did you see that, by the way? I saw that. I forgot this is a skill point. I don't think it was ever in the original game. But they look at this. Look at this. What are you? A skill point. I like that. They never added this in the... This never existed in the original game as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. Not only have I been playing Tony Hawk 1+2, but I actually managed to find a very good copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on for PS1, which I've never played, and I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed it. Okay, so we're all good with that. I guess I'll do the flight level since it's here. But yeah, really great game. It almost makes me wish I had the game back in the day because it really has a lot more replay value than the first game. In terms of the cash system and everything, and like it's very and just oh my god, it's just. Well, you know what? Let me start over. I gotta plan my course of attack here. But yeah, I've been playing that. I haven't really been playing any Crash Bandicoot. I have been thinking of getting SOCOM Confrontation for PS3 because apparently... the servers have been revived by like the community. Like, you don't even need... I think all you really need to do is just change your DNS, like, or IP address or whatever. Oh my god. I'll come back for that. I think if you have PC, you can actually use a PS3 emulator. I'll come back. Hopefully I can make my way back. But yeah, I never actually played SOCOM Confrontation. I played it at a friend's house back in the day when it was a thing. But I never owned it. I had SOCOM 4, which is apparently the worser game. That's the thing, is that with SOCOM in the PS3, early PS3 era, I missed out on a lot of the earlier games because I got to the PS3 late. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, Spyro. Focus, focus. Whoa, Spyro, what are you doing? Other than that, I mean, I guess I'm looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West. I think that's... I forgot when that's supposed to be coming out, like February or something? Apparently there are leaked... there's spoilers already out that have leaked about, like, pretty much the whole game. I've completely avoided it. I've not seen anything, so... Oh my god. Oh! I'll come back for that chest. Hopefully. Oh. Oh my god. I'm just not myself right now. But let's see if I can do this. I doubt it. Oh, come on. Alright, let's try it again. I gotta really focus on those helicopter guys. Because it's more about accuracy, really, than about... Alright. Yeah, I didn't get all the chests there. I'll come back to it. Alright, I think I got a good run here. This is much better. Alright, let's find that chest. Got 25 seconds to find the chest. Chest? Chest? Anybody? There it is. Alright. Off to an okay start. That's all of them. I wish they would... I don't like the idea that I have to quit to get my gems. I wish there was a thing that would say, like, continue. Like, you did good, continue, not quit. Because quit feels like I'm gonna lose them if I don't, like, sign the check or something. Sign below the dotted line or whatever. Alright, so far so good. Alright, so I suppose we'll just go right into it. Like, why wait around? Where am I? Okay. So let me figure out what I had. I did Dark Passage, Icy Flight. Alright. I guess we'll go to Lofty Castle. Let's touch base here, save it. Alright, Lofty Castle. So, alright. I guess before I reveal my Game of the Year, I'll talk about the two games that are not my Game of the Year for 1995. And I guess I'll just rattle them off. One is Power Move Pro Wrestling. This was 1995. It was a game I got because I went to my friend's house, my friend Jimmy, and he always had this, he had this, it was like a WWF or WCW SmackDown type game, and it was really cool, and I really liked it, and I wanted a game like that. So instead of getting that game, though, because I guess I said I wanted a wrestling game, I didn't think twice about what it was called or whatever, and I must have, I don't know, I must have said something speaking of some interest about it, because then I got, like, I guess for Christmas, or I don't even remember, I got a game called Power Move Pro Wrestling, and it was a game that kind of launched the genre in a way in terms of the 3D wrestling. But it was like a game that came out before the WCW one that I wanted, and it just, I don't know if they use real wrestlers or not, but oh, there's a gem down here. But I think they do. But it was very like off-brand. It wasn't from like the WWF or WCW or any of those. It was I don't know. It was like these like international kind of just general wrestler roster. I don't even know who they like. I honestly don't know if it was like fictional wrestlers or not, but there was like maybe like 10 or so to choose from, and the game, I mean, like, it was a 3D game. It was like one of the PlayStation's like first 3D games. It plays like ass. It really just feels sluggish. It feels very robotic. It's slow. But maybe at the time it felt great. But what really disappointed me was I wanted to be able to get out of the ring, out of the wrestling ring, and kind of like, you know, taunt my opponent to like come out with me or whatever, and like go back into the ring when he's out of the ring, and you know, like you like in, I think in WCW, like you were able to like grab like chairs and tables and like weapons from underneath the ring or like from the fans, and that's the kind of experience I wanted. But like basically like this game, if you stepped out of the ring, there'd be like a timer that would disqualify you if you don't get back into the ring in time. And that was, to me, that was just disappointing. And this level, by the way, has some of the best piano work. Very off-putting piano, but very, very, like, uplifting and floaty. Very on theme to what this whole level is, because we're basically like a castle in the sky, kind of like, you know, in the clouds basically. But anyway, that was Power Move Pro Wrestling. Not my game of the year. Oh, what was that? Oh, this sniper shot this guy got. Yeah, not my game of the year. It's a, I mean, like, I don't know, it had multiplayer, so, but real, and it had like a good amount of like tournament modes, but there was really nothing to write home about it. The other game that I had, and this is a game, this is probably the one of two games that have actually made me cry. And not because it was a, you know, a story, like a sad moment in a story, but because the game frustrated the hell out of me, and I could not beat a certain level, and I still have to this day have not been able to beat this game. I don't know if that's because it uses like password saves. I don't even know if the memory card works for this game, but basically, yeah, it was Rayman. For the PS1, 1995. 2D scroller, very colorful, very awesome music, very awesome soundtrack. Very difficult though. Very unforgiving of a game. And it's one of those games too that I feel like it had like contempt for the player. Like I never felt a sense of like welcome from this game. It just felt like it was supposed to be hard, and the enemies are laughing at you, Rayman's laughing at you, everyone's laughing at you because you can't get through the level, like, I feel like. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Rayman was very hard, and the one level that actually made my, like, 5-year-old to 6-year-old self cry was that mosquito riding level where you have to jump onto a mosquito's back, a giant mosquito, and you have to make it to the other side. But like I'm also trying to collect all the little like collectibles, like the orbs or whatever it was, and I can never get past that level. And I did at one point, but it was so like when your parents give you like an hour or two to play a video game, and you're on the same level throughout the whole thing, and you're a kid too, so like you're dumber. It was so frustrating. I just remember just breaking into tears that I couldn't beat this game. I think the only other game that ever made me do that was this like connect the dots game on this like kind of like a it was kind of like a digital laptop. It wasn't a real laptop, but it was something I had when I was like 4 years old or something. But yeah, that's Rayman. I have mixed feelings about that whole series. Oh, I don't want to go that way. No. Very mixed feelings. I think it's a better game than Power Move Pro Wrestling as a whole. I think it's still I think it had I think it brings something to the table. It's a very difficult platformer. It commits to 2D side scroll, but it's very colorful and it plays well. But I never beat it. It just was not a game I ever managed to beat, and not a game that I ever really feel bad about not having beaten it, because by then a lot of great games that were like appealing to me were coming out, and yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll get right into it. The third game that I own, that is my game of the year is... Let's listen to Mudata first.
Berries are always on your side, Spyro.
Alright, Mudata and his doll. Yeah, so my game of the year for 1995 is... And this is a game, by the way, that I have not played in a long time, but I have so many fond memories of it. And that game simply is David Jaffe's Twisted Metal. The first Twisted Metal game. It was such a cool concept, so very edgy, very unconventional game, to this day, I think. The idea that you're, like, in a contest where you get your wish granted by having destroyed other vehicles in a suburban city with pedestrians on the street who are also shooting at you, or they're just innocent civilians, like people, you know, someone in a lawn chair, or like there were dogs. Like you could run over a dog if you wanted to, I think. But yeah, the game definitely always had a very dark undertone to it. Twisted Metal 1, the PS1 Twisted Metals were only T for Teen, but you still felt the sense of darkness from those games. That was unlike anything else at the time for me, from what I used to play. It's funny too, because when I was a kid, I remember people talking about Twisted Metal, and the only thing I knew about Twisted Metal was that fairies are here to help. The only thing I knew from Twisted Metal was the mascot Sweet Tooth, and I didn't like. There was a time where I didn't even know what the genre of Twisted Metal was before I got it. I thought that you were gonna play as this deranged clown and like go on a killing spree or something. But I didn't know it was a car combat game. I thought it was kind of like a corridor, like a Resident Evil type game. But yeah, far from that. It's a game that I don't think could be really pulled off today, because people are so used to like car combat where you can get in and out of your vehicle, and have more missions than just blow each other up. Plus, like I know David Jaffe says that that the whole kind of thing that was driving you was to see like your play, like the character's ending that you would play as, and in the era of YouTube, that's kind of redundant because you can just kind of like look it up. But I don't know. Some people like me, I have discipline. I still have not looked at like what the final ending to Crash Bandicoot 4 is, and that's the thing. That's an ending I know I'm never gonna see on my own because the 100% in that game is just impossible. Look at these guys. Do you think I'll get whacked if I jump? I wonder if I can... Oh, no. Whoa! But yeah, Twisted Metal, it was... Not only was it fun for single player because I wanted to see how the endings, like, what the characters' endings were, but it was just very imaginative. The concept was cool. The characters they would have you play as were really well thought out. It really had this idea, like, feeling of like I don't know, it had like just like the heavy metal vibe to it, and like the kind of like counterculture feeling it had. It was something that spoke to me even as a young kid. And the multiplayer was great too. Like, I love that it was. I don't think the first game had co-op, but it had like I just remember going over to my cousin's house and playing the multiplayer and having a blast. The characters are all funny and unique and awesome. Not just like funny and unique, but like also not lame. They're really interesting. Some of them used to scare the crap out of me, like Darkseid and like Mr. Grimm. Oh, here's our key to that chest. See what Yusini has to say.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
I think Yuseni might be the most out there dragon we've come across. Alright, let's see where this supercharge takes me. Whoa. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. No, I'm not gonna make it. But yeah, 1995 is Twisted Metal. The game of the year goes to Twisted Metal. Without a doubt, great soundtrack, great gameplay. Even though it's a little rough around the edges now, it's a game that I feel I have a lot of respect for. I can see myself picking it up and playing over like tenfold over Rayman or Power Move. Can I make it? Can I make it? There we go. And yeah. And I never knew of David Jaffe back then. Obviously, I never had any idea of, like, you know, who makes these games. But he is definitely an auteur that I respect. I enjoy his podcast, the Jaffe Stream. Should I get back to? I think there's a staircase here. Oh, I think I got this guy already. Yep. And yet, so I think that's I'm trying to think what else about Twisted Metal, because I remember my friend used to play it in class. I kind of heard about it through him. And one of my best friends, I think it's one of his favorite games to this day. though he hasn't played many games since then. But that's a game that he'll always bring up. It's also very interesting how the endings to Twisted Metal had like these live action endings for every character. I always thought that was cool. I don't think Twisted Metal is a game you can make today in this climate, because there was like a sense of like of rock and roll, and like it even had like a bit of like sexuality to it, kind of similar to God of War, like the original God of Wars, where you can have like kind of like, you know, gratuitous like play like a gratuitous like sex mini game or whatever. Twisted Metal didn't have that, but it had that sense of like rock and roll to it. Like I'm pretty sure at the end of every character's like journey in that game, you would meet Calypso, who is like the contest guy or whatever, and then he would be like surrounded by like a bunch of like scantily dressed women. I don't think you can make that today, but which I think is kind of pathetic, because not that, and it's nothing against like, you know, respecting, like I think there's still a place for kind of like flagrant sexuality in games. I don't understand how everything has to be so humble and noble now, even in mature games. But and why it's like so frowned upon. Like I think it's okay if you want to make a game where, you know, you have, you know, where it's kind of like let's go this way. This is the place I was trying to find. I guess what I'm trying to say is like it's okay to like be that type of game if you want to be that type of game. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But like I just think creators should be able to do whatever they want. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. And we shouldn't think any less of it. Baruti.
Thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome for your, I don't know. Alright, let's see where I can go. Wait, what is this? Let's see what's over here first. This really is a beautiful soundtrack for this level. It's repetitive, but I really like it. I enjoy it. Alright, let me go this way first. Oh, I need to actually collect fairies in order to open this. I like that. I like the sense of progression that this level has. Because you're going up and down and all over the place, and it kind of still makes sense. It's not as confusing. It's a little bit, but not so much. I want to get this balloon with the... Oh! I never knew you could do that. This level really is a trip. Whoa. Did it just slow down? Wait, what? Why am I going so slow? But if I get off, it will go faster? That's so weird. Look how slow it's going. Let's see if I can get this guy. I didn't pop it. Alright, we got the ferry, so we can go this way. Those, like, devil Cupid guys. Love hurts. Woo! I love that the Toys for Bob allowed this to happen. Because I made it go faster, that's why. So eventually it's going to slow down unless I spin it, unless I do it again. I get it. Okay. So now it's going to go slow, but if I go like this, and then this, that's cool. Alright. I think we're heading this way now. Woo! Hey. I don't know what the hell these birds are. How they're able to fly. Like puffer fish birds. Alright, here we are. Okay, I can go this way. Now, I will say that Twisted Metal did scare me as a kid, but it was the type of scare where I wasn't like, you know, like, oh, I'm not gonna play this. It's like it freaked me out, but I would still play it, and I would enjoy it. I don't think it was as appealing to say like to play with my sister. It definitely is a game. I mean, I don't think it matters whether you're a boy or a girl, but I don't think it appealed to her at the time. Although we did play it a lot. And tell me this is the last one? Alright, we're good. Got all the dragons. 100%. Lofty Castle. Beautiful. But yeah, trying to think, what else is there going on? Let me go this way. I think that's Dark Passage. I was there already. What do I have left? Isn't it just Jocks now? Isn't this it? I think so. I think so. No, this Haunted Towers. Yeah, I didn't go to Haunted Towers yet. So let's go there. Wherever the hell... I'm trying to think, where is that? It's gotta be over here, right? No, this is Lofty Castle. Where the hell is... Is it over there? Oh, it's over there, yeah. I imagine this might be the penultimate episode of our Spyro 1 playthrough. But we'll see. Here's Haunted Tower. Now this level, I remember, used to give me a lot of trouble back in the day because it has a very hard, tough to reach spot. Not really because of how to get there, but it's figuring out it's figuring out how to get there, I guess, without in a way it's probably more tougher to figure out than treetops because there's really no thieves guiding you. Hey, Peppa Pig. Welcome to my 100th episode. Out of all the ones that out of all the streams I've done, this is the 100th one. And you missed it, but I'm gonna, so like what I'm gonna be doing for every episode going forward is I'm gonna go into my game of the year since 1995. So every episode I'm gonna reveal like 1996 and 1997 and so forth. So this episode was 1995. I revealed that the first Twisted Metal is my game of the year for and by the way, it's PlayStation. Anything that was on PlayStation, because I do have stuff that, you know, like on Xbox and old Game Boy Color games and stuff. But like, I think I'm strictly just gonna stick to my PlayStation collection. Yeah, it's basically gonna be 1995 to 2021 of all my game of the years, of and the runner-ups. So this one was Twisted Metal was my game of the year for 1995. And this Fairy Kiss is probably my favorite thing in this whole game. I think I'm just gonna keep going because one of the things that you can get that I always kick myself is I start to kill all these enemies, not realizing that I get a special ability by the end of this level. Oh, Jack 2, wow. I played that. I have like 91% on trophies for that.
All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
I feel like that dragon is very tongue-in-cheek. Like, they knew how, like, I guess flamboyant he sounds. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But for the time, I feel like Insomniac was definitely trying to be, edgy there. If you want to call it that. I couldn't get 100% because the game has a very hard because collecting all the precursor the precursor orbs, right? Not the precursor orbs, like the, you know what I mean, like the egg things, like your main collectible. It basically there's like you can basically go through the game and like there's missable ones where you basically had, and I think that's what happened. Oh, there's an orb glitch. I don't know what that is. I mean, if there's a way to do it, I probably would, because it's just so cheap that I'm not able to get this platinum. And the same thing happened to me on Jak 3. The only Jak game that I was able to platinum was the first one, because it was just a lot more straightforward. Like honestly, Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, it's very similar to the spirit of Spyro in terms of being a collectathon. Which I really enjoy. Woo! Here's our little secret area. I figure I'm gonna do this part first because you get a nice little prize at the end of this little area here. Copano.
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
This is definitely the hardest supercharge area to figure out, because you have no hints really. So are you playing Jak and Daxter the PS3 HD trilogy, or isn't there like a PS4 one also? I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only Jak game that I don't have is Jak X Combat Racing, and I feel like I should get that, just to say I have it. But it's kind of hard to play a game like that when you already have, when you already know CTR is like the better, I guess, like combat racing game, even though it's like kart racer more than a Burnout type. Yeah, that's what I have. I have the PS3 HD collection. I haven't played it in a very long time. I basically have to get to the end of this staircase thing before... Oh no! There we go. This is one of the coolest areas. And we have the permanent kiss of flame. It always disappointed me that we don't get to keep this for the rest of the game, but I really love that they at least let me keep it for the rest of this level. Ow. But the thing is, I've never owned a game that was like Burnout. Because that's what Jak X is it's a Burnout, kind of a nod to the Burnout games. So I like the idea of that. I like the idea that you can destroy your car completely by the time the race is over, and like fail. And if that's a multiplayer thing, that's awesome. Ow! Tell me I have my permanent kiss still. My permanent super flame. But I have a feeling Naughty Dog did really good with Jak X Combat Racing. I just don't think it has the notoriety that CTR did, because I don't have my flame still. Damn it! Let me go find this fairy. Yeah, I feel like I can get into it. The thing is, I'm so detached from the Jak universe now. It's just been a long time since I've played it that I don't know. I'm not really familiar with like the side characters anymore, and like the kind of like the world that it became towards the end. And I feel like it goes into that very much. It leans into that a lot, like with its But yeah, I don't know. Those are games, though, that I kind of want to revisit at some point down the line. I think I can glide back this way. Oh, I can't glide back. Oh, I have to go through the floor. I forgot. Oh, whoa, whoa. Alright. I really want that permaflame. I know I don't need it, but I kind of want it. You know what, though? No, you know what? I want it. I really want it. It's just gonna make my life easier, I think. My god. Alright, let's go through the floor this time. That's the way. Oh! Got grenaded. She doesn't want to kiss me anymore because I have the super flame. Is there anything else new?
Hold your horns. Here comes Spyro.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Nork.
All dragons. The only game that I played recently, was... I managed to find a very great, condition used copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 for PS1, which I never owned before. And I managed to 100% it, at least for one of the characters. It has a, like, honestly, it has such a great creative skater mode. The entire game is just a step up compared to the first game. I never realized it. I wish I had it for when I, for the PS1 back in the day. But, yeah, it was also cool to get that game because there's a few tracks, like, music tracks that were not included in the remake that I was very pleased to find out was on this one. And, other than that, it was also cool that, like, the secret character you get towards the end, or at least one of them that I was able to get, is Spider-Man. And he has these really cool Spider-Man, like, tricks that he can do, like, with his web. And I really found that fun, and it's something that you're not able to get in the remake because, you know, Spider-Man is a licensed, very successful license from Sony now, so they wouldn't, even though I think it's kind of lame that they didn't allow it, that Insomniac didn't just, like, give Activision, like, permission to use it. I think it would have actually benefited Insomniac anyway, because it would have been better. It would have been more promotion for their own game. But yeah, it was just nice to get Spider-Man, I guess, and experience that from the beginning, from the original iteration. You're an emulation, man. Yeah, for me, I'm a physical media guy. So, like, if I can collect it, then I'll get it. And speaking of emulation, and this goes more towards, like, PC players, but it's also something that, so apparently, SOCOM Confrontation for the PS3, the online servers have been revived, and you just need to, like, change your IP address. So, like, if I can get a copy, a PS3 copy of SOCOM Confrontation, I can play that game online again. It's a game I never owned, but it's a game I would have liked to play because it was supposed to be, like, one of the last good SOCOMs. And apparently, if you're a PC player, you can get a PS3 emulator and get it running just as well. So that's something I'm looking into. I'm trying to see if I can pick up SOCOM Confrontation for PS3. Imagine if Spider-Man was exclusive to PlayStation Tony Hawk Remake. There's rumors, by the way, that because there's this whole thing with, like, for like, Activision sent this, like, weird gift to a lot of, like, content creators where it's like Tony Hawk and Crash Bandicoot, and it's a bunch, and it's like, it's a bunch of stuff with Tony Hawk and Crash Bandicoot, like, hand in hand. And so now there's, like, rumors that if there's gonna be a Tony Hawk 3+4 remake, that a bunch of Crash Bandicoot characters will be like special secret characters in the game, which I think would be awesome. So what am I doing now? I think I'm going to Jocks. I think I'm going to the boss, which is also pretty intense level, so we'll see what I can do. Square Eye Jack recently got his... Oh, that's cool! Yeah, I'm a big fan of Square Eye Jack. I think he does great work. His recent video I haven't watched yet. Where am I going? I'm supposed to go this way. Oh! Here's Jocks. I'm not going to be able to finish this one, but I'll still be able to at least get some work done in it. See how much I can get done by the time this is over. I have high hopes, by the way, that Activision is going to release... I think it's obvious that a Crash Bandicoot game and a Tony Hawk game is coming out. Like, the rumors were already there, and I'll let it slide that nothing happened in 2021 because of, you know, there's the pandemic and there's the whole, you know, lawsuit thing with Blizzard and everything. So I'll give them I'll allow, you know, and there's just a lot and they had to go into like Call of Duty support, like it was all hands on deck for Call of Duty. So whatever. But I think it's a no-brainer that we're gonna see more Tony Hawk and Crash. I would like to see more Spyro. Oh god, this guy's armored. I would like to see more Spyro, but and I know there's some rumors for that too, but I have a feeling we're gonna get Crash and Tony Hawk first. Yeah, if there's nothing this year, then it's just like there's something wrong. And we all know there's a lot wrong with Activision, but not to the point where you need to, you know, punish entire studios for people who, you know, are just trying to make a living, and, you know, and it just makes sense. Like, these games sold so well. It doesn't make sense to just ignore that. What am I doing? Hehehe. Unica.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Take care.
Anytime. This level's crazy. Oh, nope. I need to glide. Alright. Now for the glide of a lifetime right here. Oh! That was a botched attempt. This little riff right here in Spyro is probably one of my favorite in the series. It's very dreamy. Very. I just love the bass, the guitar, the piano. Like, it's probably like the one thing I like when I think of Spyro. I think of this track right here. I always mess this jump up. Let's see if I can make it. Oh my god. Keep forgetting that these guys are armored. Later in the game, they make these armored enemies less clear that they're wearing armor. Let's go this way. Got our key. I didn't know there was a chest for this level. Oh, no! No, you bastard! On that note, let's take the loss. And we'll call it here. 100 episodes. And by the way, it took me a while to make this episode because I was kind of thinking of how I was going to approach it, if I was going to make a big splash or if I was just going to kind of, you know, do what I usually do. And my original thing was I was going to just like list off my game of the years for like everything and just try to just go into depth throughout the whole episode, but I feel like that would have been too much cramming and it wouldn't have worked. So I'm just going to, you know, from now on, I'll just make a nice little talking point to talk about like what my game of the year is for next time, which will be 1996, and call it at that. Just one, you know, per episode. Other than that, Pelpa Pig, it's been a pleasure. I will be back soon. I know it's been like 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks since the last one, but I know I always say this, but I promise I'm going to try to keep it more consistent. And other than that, I bid you all adieu. In the meantime, everyone, if you can take it upon yourself to like, comment, or subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, stay healthy, keep a clear head, keep on gaming, and what was that other one? And just be a good person. Be good to your family and friends and your neighbor, and let's make this a better. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year, 2022. Happy New Year. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See you, Pelpa Pig. Bye bye.